As a woman in the relationship, have you ever suspected that your man is cheating on you? If you do, you may be interested in catching them in the act. But first, you may have several questions. One of the most common questions asked by women who have been cheated on is, why do men cheat? When it comes to determining why men cheat on their wives or their girlfriends, it is difficult to come up with an exact reason. Why? Because men cheat for a wide range of different reasons. For example, your boyfriend may cheat for one reason, but another man may be cheating for a whole other reason. Even though it is difficult to determine exactly why men cheat, namely your man, there are several common reasons. But before finding out those reasons, women should do the following 10 things to avoid men to cheat on them. Always let him know how much you love him. Sometimes when you've been in a relationship for a while, it is easy to begin to develop a false sense of security. You should never forget that even though he's a man, he still has feelings. Most women may start to take their men for granted when they've been together for a while. This eventually makes the man feel unappreciated and even ignored. If this goes on long enough, he will look for that affection somewhere else. Find his love language. There are 5 languages of love: words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. People respond differently to each one of the 5 languages of love, but everyone has one that warms their hearts the most. Find his and speak it to him as often as you can. Find out what he enjoys the most. When you do this, he will know that you truly love him just the way you did when you first fell in love. That feeling will keep him from straying. Do not become too accommodating. It is okay to be insecure about your relationship sometimes. However, you should never try to bend over backward just to please your man. What most women don't know is that when you try too hard to accommodate your man, he will notice it, and that will turn him off. Always remember that he is with you because at one point he saw a part of you that he loved. When you change that part, he may feel short-changed. Don't be shy about initiating sex. While it is usually the man who initiates sex, he may feel even more desired if the woman does it once in a while. Funnily enough, women that never show their men how much they desire them are those that keep asking, why do men cheat, but have the answer right in front of their eyes. Occasionally, surprise your man and be the one to initiate sex. This way he will not have any doubts about your feelings towards him. Avoid becoming too controlling. No one likes anyone who tries to force him or her to do what he or she doesn't feel like doing. When you are in a relationship, you must fight that urge to try to make your man do what works best for you. While it may feel good when he does something that pleases you, let him do it when it's most convenient for him. Avoid nagging, blaming, criticizing, punishing, threatening, or bribing your man just to get him to do what you want. If you are too controlling, he will become fed up soon and try to find someone else who won't make him jump over too many hurdles. Always be conscious of your emotions. Most of the time women use their emotions to communicate their feelings or state of mind to the world. This usually happens with little or none of their knowledge. They may communicate sadness, anger, disappointment, rage, etc. mostly without even knowing it. Men usually pick this up. Some men may take that as a signal to begin doing things differently, while some may, unfortunately, see it as a sign that they have lost your affection and need to start looking for love elsewhere. Be willing to experiment. Experimenting in the bedroom may be difficult for some women, but don't forget that someone else will be willing to do what you are not. Once in a while, try new things with your man. As you experiment, ensure that you're also comfortable and enjoying the process, otherwise it will all be counterproductive as one of you feels short-changed. Have a look at the patterns of his past relationships. Find out as much as you can about his previous relationships. The reason for this is that there are men who believe that they are hardwired genetically to have as many sexual relations with women as possible. You should look at this in the early stage of your relationship. If your man's dating history matches this kind of behavior, chances are that he won't change. He will be very likely to cheat on you at some point in your relationship. The best remedy, in this case, would be to walk away as early as possible and avoid future heartbreak. Give your relationship a high priority. While it shouldn't be an excuse, you will often find that when a man strays from a relationship, the woman will also be having an affair of her own. Even though the woman's affair may not necessarily be a sexual one, it may be in the form of prioritization of other things like a job, the children, a charity, book club meetings, etc. This could also be anything that puts the man on the lowest tier of her daily concerns. Always prioritize your relationship and give your man as much time as you can each day. When everything else comes crumbling down, your man will be there to help you pick up the pieces. Respect his alone time just the way your man needs some of your time every day. He also needs some time to himself. Most men cheat because they feel smothered by their women. When the smothering becomes unbearable, they engage in affairs so that they can get back some control over their lives. Let your man spend some time away from you. You don't need to spend every waking minute with him. Let him spend some time with his friends or let him pursue a hobby. This way he will make him feel that he still has his freedom. You fell in love with your man for a reason. When you find yourself becoming unhappy in your relationship, try to look inside yourself for a solution. Do not start pointing fingers because this will only make things worse. Find out what it is that's making you unhappy. If you find that the solution involves active input from your man, talk to him. Whatever the situation you may be facing, always remember that no relationship is perfect.